I really hope that it wasn't a student. And I hope I don't end up like that. I can't get any closer to it, but I got the skull and a little bone that was hanging off it. I think that's the key to the shackles. It was given to me along with the other keys when I accepted the teaching job. Just a little bit further. We gnomes are optimists by nature when it comes to physical characteristics, but I'm afraid the key is still out of my reach. Timmy!
What are you doing, Mr. Professor?
Long story. You've got to get me out of here, okay? Fast!
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Timmy, a thread from the curtain. Can you bite one off? Well done! Hey, Timmy! I've got something for you. Catch! Great! Now, please tie the hook to the end of the thread. Excellent! A grappling hook. Can you use the grappling hook to climb onto the desk, Timmy? Great! A wooden ruler. They used to be used not only to draw straight lines and measure out distances, but also as a substitute for a cane. The ruler, Timmy. Can you push almost half of it over the edge of the desk? I've got an idea. Perfect! All right! Grab the key! Okay, Timmy, this is where it gets tricky. Please stand on the end of the ruler. I know! The chances are 1 in a million, but we've got to try. Time is running out. Ready? Go! Way! Well, how good was that? The shackle's fast. I love it when a plan... Ah! Ow! Well, I'm free. Well done! Now listen to me. You run as fast as you can to your Uncle Remy and tell him that there's an attack planned on the Archmage. Got it?
An attack on Master Alistair?
That shapeshifter Monkus is behind it. And he has a golem. My golem.
We can do it. I'll get Uncle Remy.
Got it! Let's hope I can do something with it. Okay, let's do this. I need to get in the hall immediately.
Stop. Admission only by written invitation.
I don't have... You're going to...
No, such a tone of voice.
Ow! Oh, just in time. Hello, Archmage. Good to see you too. No! 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 Stop! Ah!
Enough! I should have known that you'd be behind this, Monkus. This is the last time you hurt Avantasia. I'm going to have you imprisoned and...
Alistair!
Ooh!
Danger! We have an intruder, Wilbur Weathervane. What the...
You're too late, Shieldhand. The Archmage has been murdered. By him!
But... what? How?
He has murdered the leader of the Alliance, which makes me the new leader. Arrest him, Shieldhand!
But...
Wilbur, this way. Quick, put this on.
Stop them!
Oh.
Out of the way!
the Archmage! We have to...
We can't do anything right now. Listen, what happened exactly?
Monkus is behind all this. He tricked us all.
Monkus, the sorcerer.
He can use his amulet to transform himself. He assumed the role of the street urchin and the school headmaster, at least temporarily.
We never found him in the Tower of Evil. And how could we? He must have disguised himself as one of our own soldiers and come with us to Seastone.
The golem has never really listened to me. That damned magic slate whispered him his real commands. I built the weapon which tried to kill the Archmage.
If you want to blame someone, then start with me. I encourage you to build the thing. It was my duty to not just think of the good, but also the bad it could cause. And your wand, what was that all about? The Archmage is the most powerful mage I know, and I saw him being turned into a frog, just like that.
I don't know. It behaved strangely yesterday in class too. But I never would have thought that it was so powerful that even a little girl... It was the wand. The whole time. It did all the magic, not me. It's so powerful that even a little girl... It's all my fault. I didn't recognize Monkus, and I didn't realize there was a dark force coming from my wand because...
Wilbur.
Because, in reality, I'm not a mage at all.
What's the situation?
Not good. Another two of us have been turned into hamsters. The town is a nightmare in pink. The resistance has collapsed and the lower town is more like a ghost town. The Van Buren girl is transforming everything that is in her mother's way. There's nothing we can do to stop it. How's our patient doing? Come on, Wilbur. You can't go on like this. You've been lying there for days. We need your help.
Go away!
Come on! We have to get the wand back off Van Buren's daughter and find a way to destroy it. And none of us knows about magical wands. You're the only one who does.
Find someone who knows more about magic than I do. Shouldn't be hard.
There are no mages left in the city. Most have fled or have been transformed by Van Buren. You're the only one left.
I don't know a thing about magic. I just waved a magic wand around and if all went well, I was able to light a fire. A little girl could transform entire cities with the same wand.
But you still know more about magic than we do. And then there's your legendary ingenuity.
Where did it get me? I killed the Archmage and plunged the world into chaos.
The world is always in chaos. And Alistair might still be alive.
Master Alistair's gone. He was transformed and we left him.
We don't know if they've killed him. The council leader might be keeping him as a troll have been blocked off, so we don't know what is going on in there.
That's wishful thinking. Alistair's gone. And if even Alistair wasn't able to stop Van Buren's daughter, then we shouldn't risk any more lives. We've no chance.
We mustn't give up hope.
I'll go back to the White Ridge Mountains.
Fine. Then go home and wait until the war comes to you. But my ring stays here.
Hey, don't! Ah!
If you want to know what's going on with the wand, find me at the entrance to the lower caves.
brought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday materials, such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber. What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me. This must be garbage from the upper town. A fur collar that looks almost new. Why would you throw something like that away? One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchillas. That's all I wanted. Hey, that's a knight that says knee. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favourite hero. It's a sign. I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud, and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountains. And you were only a story. A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention, which is usually what bells are for. Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
Weathervane, a black cat must have crossed my path.
Yes, it's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
Come on, for old time's sake.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
Bill? Bill, are you there? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him.
Ah, Wilbur, there you are. Have you changed your mind?
No. I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. My grandfather, a true rat adventurer of lore, climbed into that hole just to find out what was down there. When he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead, apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings, but I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me, and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps It wanted to be taken. When a little gnome came down to our town some years later with big ideas of becoming a mage,
I was very proud of my wand and... Oh. Remy, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me.
you saved Timmy's life. You kept us rats fed when there was nothing left to eat. There's no need for you to thank me.
I'd like to help you again, but I can't.
You can, but perhaps you need time to remember that.
How did the magic wand get there? And whose was it?
I don't know. There are old ruins down there, and lots of terrible tales. If I can find out whose wand it is, then perhaps I can find a way to break its power.
This ghost that followed you back then, do you think it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years, because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Remy?
Courage and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
Good luck. There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example. Ah! What the heck? Hey, what's the big idea? Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck. Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Are you nuts? I'd love to. Hey, little fella, I could use some help here. Hello? I think it's trying to hide from me. I probably scared it. An old rope, still in pretty good shape. I can't quite reach. Got it. Hey, you! Hi there. I just want... I hope it stays on. Yep. There we go. Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you. The rope helped me once, maybe it can again. The hole is eerie. Whenever you get... one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before it notices me.
Oh, hello. You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap.
Ah!
Can't I, for once in my life, have a normal start to a conversation?
No one would ever expect a workshop like this under a junk heap.
Thanks. Built it all myself. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course. But it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
I'm Wilbur Weathervane. You're not going to eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur? You're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the wildlands?
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolise him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
I remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the wildlands. Anyway, what brought you here to Seastone?
A better life. If you can make it in Seastone, you can make it anywhere. Hard work still pays round here. I learnt that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh? Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
And this little robot?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
No.
So then we built Nate. Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor. Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stopping him. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
That thing too? It's really impressive. What does it do?
They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like that.
You see? A hit. Bill has a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve.
My magic slate was evil, and it deceived me.
Magic slate? Poppycock. They are neither made out of slate, nor are they magic.
If they're not magical, how do they work? Because I don't see any gears.
I don't really know. Has something to do with the intelligent stone, as Bill calls it. Fell from the sky one day in a blaze of light. I cut off a thin slab, set it in a wooden frame, and then give it an almighty electric shock. That's all.
You pump electricity into the rock and that wakes it up?
Yes, you could put it like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. It's a serious problem. How am I supposed to finish the last batch if I don't have any power?
I should be at home in the White Ridge Mountains where I belong. Instead, here I am, stuck under Seastone.
Not a pleasant place, and it's better that way. It means everyone's motivated to work their way up and out as quickly as possible.
Do you know a way out of here?
Diligence and hard work, my boy. But you're probably talking about a door or something. I'm afraid there's nothing like that here. The hole in the ceiling is the only way.
And Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes. At first, he had a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance. He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
How do you deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the pile of rubbish? Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the ceiling's the only way out of the underworld?
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there.
When will the next delivery be ready?
Never, by the look of things. No electricity.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
Oh, at home, but it's not really presentable. Anyway, you ought to sort out the electricity first.
No problem. Hopefully it's not a big deal. There's a lot to do. Best I get to work.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life through hard work.
I've never seen tape that wasn't useful for something. The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God, oh God! My, how you've grown!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stu,
You're the cook, and your name is Stu. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stu. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
no such thing as coincidence. Cause, effect, that's all. Ethel's my name. Want some stew?
So you're the cook here in the rats' camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist, until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right. I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
What are you cooking?
Stew! It's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. Do you want a bowl full?
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
The cook hasn't left. I attached some double-sided tape to both the outside and the inside. 2 are better than 1. I'm not quite not sure why, but I glued the fur onto the inside of the wheel. That might even work. Wow! You can inflate black water skins. Who'd have thought? Okay, I'll put the balloon in the middle. Hey, a water wheel. Not bad. But it still needs a few blades. I'll just ask Ethel for a few more potions of stew. Thanks. If I eat another thing, I'll explode. 8 bowls on the hamster wheel. That should do. The little cape that someone made for the wooden knight Neve. And this is the moment of truth. No problem, if you know your way around known physics. Hi, Gulliver.
Hello, Wilbur.
I am the master of electricity.
Excuse me?
We've got electricity again.
Really? Looking good. We're back in business. As soon as we've solved the other problem, we can finish off the batch.
There's another problem.
Bill changed his order 2 days ago. The new slates have to be fluffy and pink instead of black.
Fluffy and... So what now?
According to Bill, it's the law. Esther is already looking for a solution. Please go and ask her how she's getting on.
Okay, but once we've solved the problem, can we get out of here?
Of course. As soon as we have a solution, the batch will be ready in 2 or 3 weeks.
What?
If all goes well, I can manage 3 slates a day. 4 if I put in a night shift. A couple are pretty much finished. Bill wants 80.
I want out of here, and I don't want to wait another 3 weeks.
You can't always get what you want. Perhaps you can help me cutting the rock later. That might save 2 days.
But... You must be Esther.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi, Nate. I'm sorry if I scared you earlier. Gulliver's promised to take me to the surface with you if I help you with the delivery. He said you're making the fluffy pink covers for the slates.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. And it's not a cover. I'm trying to mix a fluffy paint.
A fluffy paint?
Yes. There are hardly any fluffy materials or furs down here. But old paint and chemicals are here in abundance.
I've never heard of fluffy paint.
Well, there are warm colours, cold colours, neon colours. Why shouldn't there also be fluffy colours?
Even if you find the right paint, Gulliver thinks it would still take weeks to complete the delivery.
It's hard work, and Gulliver is working as quickly as he can.
There must be a faster way to build the slates.
Nate thinks so too. That's why he built the constructor. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
It would make things go faster.
Well, not much faster. It would still take a few hours.
I'm not sure if a fluffy paint is the right way.
It's the only way. We have to work with what we've got. I'm sure that a good alchemist could find the correct mixture.
Ah, I know someone who's good at alchemy.
Really? Would he help us?
I don't think so. She's actually the cook in the rat's camp.
Oh, the same old story.
The rats are lovely, and you folks are easy to get along with too. Why don't you like each other?
Oh, it all went a bit badly wrong. We had had a long journey. We lay down in the rubbish to have a bit of a rest. At some point, I woke up and saw a rat nibbling at one of my fingers. She must have mistook me for a discarded tidbit. I only realized this much later. I was very surprised and shouted very loudly.
Ew! And then?
Gulliver jumped up to defend me. In doing so, he pushed over a heap of junk that buried him as well as the leg of the fleeing rat. Gulliver was shouting wild threats out and trying to free himself from the rubbish. I went over to the little rat to try and help her. She must have took fright. She gnawed off her leg and limped away.
That's truly a tragic story.
Since then, Gulliver believes all rats have it in for us. He wants to protect me. He won't let any rat into the vicinity of our home and has forbidden Nate and myself to talk to them.
But if Ethel the cook wanted to help, would you let her?
Of course. Why not? We just mustn't tell Gulliver about it. He would never allow a rat into our house.
That's the smaller of the two problems. The larger is Ethel. Nate and Gulliver seem to have no blood in their veins.
No, Nate has no blood. Gulliver might have something sticky in him.
That's, not what I meant. I meant they both like to invent things.
That's right. They used to make things together, but now, because Gulliver has so much to do, he doesn't have any time for it anymore. I know, but Papa is only working hard, so he'll have more time for you later.
I think it's great what you've done for yourselves here. The workshop, this cave.
We have tried really hard, and it will do for us. A little home for a little family.
I think Gulliver sees that differently. Seems to me he's already planning for life in a palace.
He's very optimistic. I think we should be content with what we have. If you're always dreaming about the future, you miss the here and now.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
Who said that?
I read it on someone's wall, so it must be true. Gulliver's very enthusiastic about Bill.
Yes, he thinks he will help us.
But you don't think so?
Oh, what do I know? I'm just a simple girl trying to take care of her family. But my head was chopped off just because I'm a zombie. I'm really not sure if the people in Seastone will take to us, however hard we might try.
I suggest you keep on going for now. In the meantime, I'll go and see if I can win Ethel over to our cause.
You do that.
Take care, Nate, and you have nothing to fear from us, gnomes.
Yes, Nate. Wilbur is a gnome. You remember them from your book, don't you? Nate has a book about the races in Avantasia. It's his favourite. I have to read it to him every evening. Yes, a gnome.
Yes, gnomes.
Nate thinks he has at last found another inventor.
Inventor?
The book says that all gnomes love tinkering and inventing.
Oh, gnome. What is it?
A map of Avantasia. Nate built it. He often likes to dream of travelling across the lands.
He's never been up there?
No, but I tell him about it every evening, and he has his books.
The map is made from old sheet metal and recycled parts. It must have taken forever. I really hope one day Nate gets a chance to visit some of these places. Bag with a drawstring. Bag with a... A small socket wrench. Nate must have used it to build the map. I'm sure he won't mind if I borrow it. A portrait, painted by Esther. Could be a relation ago. Esther's equipment isn't all that bad. Her main problem seems to be a lack of experience. Do you need this stand, Esther?
I don't know. Do I need it?
No idea, but I think I need it.
How do you know?
When the walkthrough says that I should take something, I do.
So does the walkthrough also say how I can mix the fluffy colour?
Of course.
Why don't we take a look?
Where would the challenge be in that?
I think you might just be taking me for a ride. Be my guest and take it. I don't need it.
This looks like scales used by some of the merchants in the market. But this one's broken. One of the pans is missing. Do you want me to see if I can find a second pan for the scales, Esther?
Oh, don't. Just leave it. I'll mix the colour by eye. You're welcome to take the scales with you if you want.
Ooh, might prove useful. Thank you. An empty bird cage?
Oh, Nate often feels lonely when Gulliver and I have to work. We thought a bird might be a bit of company for him. I'm making good progress. I've already found a batwing and a few frog eyes.
Yeah. A few handfuls of sand should be enough. Esther has a collection of different paints and lacquers, but whether or not they can be used to produce the desired paint, I have absolutely no idea. Let me guess. This is one of Nate's inventions.
Of course. It makes us breakfast.
It worked?
Let's just sit.
A device that can be used to hold glass.
My son said you could help him with his constructor. I told him you said you weren't an inventor, but you did sort out the electricity, and Nate says all gnomes are inventors.
In theory, yes. Practically seen, I'm practically not practical at all.
The constructor could save us a lot of time once it's up and running, and you are in a hurry, aren't you?
I could have a look. Where's the problem?
We need a strong fan belt. All the ones Nate tried so far have torn. And we need coal for the steam machine. Wood and garbage don't burn hot enough. I still can't say for sure whether the machine will actually work. Not all of Nate's inventions work at the first go.
Hey! V-belt and coal. Sounds doable.
But don't forget we still need the fluffy paint as well.
How could I? Work never stops.
It looks like you'll have some help. Don't cause any mischief, boys.
Why build something out of wood when you can build it out of iron? That was one of my granddad's favourite sayings. That philosophy brought me iron toys, iron shoes for the garden, and lucky, my iron horse. Gulliver, may I please borrow some boards?
No problem, I've got more than enough wood to complete the order.
I need some of the intelligent rock.
For the constructor? Of course! Help yourself!
A small box with a switch on it. Oh, this is a clock cuckoo's nest. They are so rare. They build their nests in human houses and disguise them as clocks. When the homeowners aren't looking, they fly around and steal cookies and other treats. Although it looks more like a replica of a clock cuckoo's nest. There are people who actually hang these things in their living rooms. The wrench could actually fit. It's worked! It's ticking! I'll set the hands to 12 o'clock. The bird really has seen better days since losing its feathers. That's firework. At the end of the war, there was a huge victory celebration in Seaston with lots of rockets and firecrackers. Several fires broke out and the town was damaged more severely than any time during the war. I wish that was more surprising, really. I don't have anything to celebrate, but maybe I can use the black powder for something. Ooh, another firework. I should let her keep working on her even if I don't... Ooh, another firework. Most... I bet it's not easy for Nate. He has the best playground anyone could ever imagine, but no... An empty bottle of cognac with a little musketeer hat for a cap. It says, another one for all on the bottle. I don't like alcohol, but the cap's funny. Hi, Ethel. I met someone who needs help. Your help, to be exact.
Some kind of burning question he needs to ask? I don't have any answers. Only more questions.
He is a she, and it's about an alchemy problem. She wants to mix up a, fluffy pink paint.
Understood. That's doable.
Doable? Then can you show her how to do it?
Yes. Monsieur de Demar always said we should help others. Where is she?
There might be a little problem.
A little problem? What?
She's just an itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny little problem.
Tinsy tiny little problem? Who is she?
She's, vivicationally challenged? Well, you know, I mean, how should I put this? She's, a zombie.
You wanted to take me into the monster's cave?
They're not monsters. Their names are Gulliver and Esther, and they don't want to hurt you. Well, we should probably stay away from Gulliver at the moment.
I'm not doing that. No chance.
The zombies want to leave their caves. Isn't that a good reason for you to help them?
I'd like the caves to be zombie-free, believe me. But I'm not going anywhere near those monsters. Cost me a leg last time. Whew.
Isn't there any way?
Well, maybe, when pigs can fly. Monsieur de Moore asks me, of course. I'll do anything for Monsieur de Dumas.
He would ask you to help them, for sure.
But he hasn't, and he isn't here.
It was nice to have met you, Ethel.
Knew you already. You lay in Timmy's bed for days. Why? It wasn't your fault what happened to the Archmage.
You think? Imagine if a few rats were to die because it turned out that, in reality, you couldn't cook. How would you feel?
Not good. I'd blame myself. Would feel stupid. But Monsieur de Dumas requests your assistance. You can't leave him in the lurch.
I tried to help last time too, and it ended in disaster. Who can say that it won't happen again?
Questions, questions, tricky questions.
I don't know how long the rats would... That just made... Hi, Timmy.
Hi.
I could use your help, Timmy.
And?
It's about the zombies. I can't manage it alone.
I'm supposed to help people who throw things at me. What do you get out of it? They're going to help you out of here so you can just run off?
You know Bill, the merchant? He smuggled them into the city and lowered them into this hole. Now they have to slave away for him down here to pay off their debt.
He's exploiting them. They should just stop working for him.
The zombies haven't done anything to anyone. All they want is a better life for themselves and their son.
I'm not saying that I think it's right what Bill is doing to them.
But you won't do anything about it. Aren't you the one who said you should help others whenever you can? Here's your chance. Right here. Right now.
And coincidentally, we create a way for you to get out of here, right? But at least you want to help the zombies. That's a step in the right direction.
Don't count on me taking any more steps in any direction.
That remains to be seen. Friends?
Friends.
OK, I'll help you in the zombies. And then we'll see.
My own bed. another firework. Ooh, 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 another firework. I have a little cape here, Timmy.
And what are you going to do with it?
Esther isn't able to mix the fluffy pink paint alone. She needs... But Ethel won't help her unless Remy asks her to.
Uncle Remy always gives his orders face to face, and I think even Ethel would realise you aren't Uncle Remy.
Exactly. That's why I thought of you.
A disguise. But my voice is much too high-pitched.
I could do the talking for you.
That sounds like a plan that simply can't fail.
A musketeer hat with a feather. That reminds me of someone. Remy without a hat. Totally unthinkable. I'm glad Timmy's with me. I'm glad
Psst! Timmy!
Yes?
Timmy, could you distract Ethel for me?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Ethel.
Stew?
Got it.
It was nice talking to you.
The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers. Oh, okay. Ugh! Now the towel's all dirty and greasy, but the dishes still aren't clean. Seems Ethel only has eyes in the back of her head when things go missing, not when they're brought back. Hi, Ethel. Can I have some more stew?
But of course, my big un. How's it taste?
Tastes great, but it could be a little hotter.
Ah, understood.
Is something wrong?
Sight is getting weaker and weaker. Everything is blurry and unfocused. Oh, we'll have to have a go at some youth potions again.
Let's see how good the disguise is. Yeah, sure. Try your luck.
Look who's back, Ethel. It's me, Remy. Monsieur de Damas.
Monsieur de Dumas, you're back!
Yes. But only very briefly, because I have to go back.
What is lurking down there at the bottom of that frightful hole?
I'll tell you everything, but for now, please, there's something you have to do for me.
Oh, of course. Anything.
I want you to help the zombies under the mountain of rubbish.
Oh. Well, is that really necessary?
The zombies are being exploited. They simply deserve better than this.
Wilbur said something to that effect as well. What do you reckon?
Remy's probably right. Exactly. Listen to Wilbur.
Okay then, what should I do?
Help the zombie woman Esther mix this fluffy paint the zombies need.
That shouldn't be a problem, as long as they don't eat me.
I can guarantee they won't.
Oh, Timmy, you're here too. Where is Monsieur de Dumas?
He's gone back down the shaft again.
Shame.
Look who I have here.
Oh, hello.
This is Ethel. Ethel, this is Esther.
Oh, hello.
I think you've already met.
I'm very sorry that my husband and I scared you so much before.
I'm sorry that I nibbled you a bit.
That's okay. It can happen. I like the flower in your hair. Very pretty.
Oh, thanks. I like the fact that you don't want to eat me. Wilbur said you had some kind of alchemy problem.
I'm trying to make pink paint, but it has to be fluffy.
Ah, understood. Show me what you've got.
Peace between rats and zombies. That feels pretty good. Hey, Nate! Hey, Nate! Get on the other side! I always loved to seesaw when I was a little kid. You never... I see. You always has too much to do. No problem. We can see so anytime as long as I'm here. Time for work. Stand over there, Timmy.
What are you doing?
I am working on something. Hey, Nate. Nate, can you come over for a minute? I need some extra weight. Trust me. Oof, that should do it. Ready, Timmy?
More power! Woo woo woo!
That's it.
Thanks.
Ha-ha! We make a good team.
Yippee!
That's enough black powder for a stick of dynamite. Constructor is supposed to saw both the magic rock and the board and assemble everything all on its own. Pretty complex task, if you ask me. This monster could speed slate delivery production up so much that we could even finish that last delivery for Bill today. All we have to do is get this machine wound up and rolling. Ooh, another firework. This much black powder. The nice thing about the bell, Bill can't ignore me. If he doesn't respond, I'll wake up half the town and people will ask questions.
What do you want?
There are posters of me hanging everywhere. Here,
Not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. Well, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu, or worse.
As always, a truly informative conversation. See you later.
You're welcome. I don't mind risking life and limb for our cosy little chats.
So, let's see. If I roll the gunpowder from the fireworks up in the poster, I'll have a stick of dynamite. Homemade dynamite. And it looks like I've got just the right amount of black powder. Good. That should work. I'll just press the candle onto the crosspiece where the missing pan used to be. So, that should hold. I'll tie the other end off here so it doesn't fall. Ethel won't need this while she's with the zombies. I'll light it from the fireplace. So, that's done. I'll just press the candle onto the crosspiece where the missing pan used to be. So, that should hold. Okay, I poke a hole in the bag, sand runs out. It falls onto the scales, pushing one side down and raising the candle on the other side. It ignites the explosive charge and boom! We have our coal. And, thanks to our ingenuity, all our fingers too. Everyone take cover! Right then, heads down, ready to fire. Ah! Now! Right now! 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 Any moment now! Nate! No! 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 Come on, Nate! Wake up!
We've got to do something. You have to repair him.
I can't. I'm not an engineer.
That doesn't matter. Help him.
Wait a minute. Maybe there is a way. Grandad told me about it. The best gnomish engineers pass this technology on to their students.
Do it.
Now, work. You stupid thing. Do you have a heavy wrench? That works better.
Not necessary. Nothing that he can't fix himself, I'd say.
We were worried, Nate.
But then someone saved you. As someone who'd forgotten for a moment that he couldn't.
Nate!
Are you okay?
Dwarves believe coal brings happiness. I think it mostly makes for dirty fingers. Okay, guys, let's get the pile to the workshop. No, you're just fine. You can help. Phew! I'll never be a miner, that's for sure. That looks good. That's that. Now every...
The constructor works?
We'll only know once we try. Come on then. All hands on board. Let's get this thing up to speed. If we can get the pointer into the green and keep it there, the machine will be running efficiently.
And how do we do that?
The good old gnome way. We just keep fiddling around with it until something happens.
All right. You're the boss.
Darn it! Efficiency. Keep going. Nate, oil. oil. By George, I think we've got it. Keep it up.
It's beyond our wildest dreams. The slates are practically flying out of the machine. If only we had the paint too.
Here we are. Fluffy pink paint, as requested.
What's that?
That's Ethel. She's been helping me.
But isn't that...
Yes, and she's my friend. Now, clear a space there. We have to paint the tablets fluffy.
Yes, Buttercup. That's the last of them.
And that means the way to the town is open for business. Clean air, the wide sky, and Timmy's already gone ahead to organise a few chocolates as a welcome gift.
We wouldn't have managed without you, Wilbur.
The slates look fantastic. How did you manage to make them so quickly?
We all worked together, and we had the constructor. 50 slates an hour, rather than 4 a day.
50 slates? Do you know what this means? The slate business is profitable again, despite the poor price, thanks to low production costs.
Yes, I thought we might open a little factory outside the town gates. You put up the capital, and we bring the know-how. And you'd already have a factory manager, too.
I've got a better idea. You stay where you are and produce a few hundred more of these babies.
But that wasn't the deal. I promised the others I'd get them out of here.
You should never make a promise you can't keep. You've got a week. You better get cracking. Or I might just let slip you're hiding a wanted criminal down there.
Bill!
It would have been better not to have mentioned the constructor until we're all up top.
He gave me his word. How can someone so rich and successful be so dishonest?
People are weird when it comes to gold.
What are we going to do? Are we going to spend the rest of our lives amongst the rubbish building things for Bill so he can live a better life?
I'm sorry, Gulliver. I really thought he would take us out of here. We need a plan. Only I just don't know where to start.
Ivo! Princess Ivo is in town.
What the hell are you? Whatever you are, you'd better make like a tree and get out of here.
I'm an elf and demand to know what's going on here.
Too fat to be an elf.
Well, really, I am.
You're not allowed in the upper town without permission. Get on your thing and take a hike.
I'm Ivadora, Princess of the Woodland Realm. And I am not fat. It would appear that elf pregnancies progress a little differently outside of the woodland realm.
Don't you get fat at home?
Elf pregnancies take years, but here? Oh, it seems that years turn into days.
You should be glad. You'll get it over and done with quicker.
I'm really not into... Oh boy. Take me to the Archmage now.
The Archmage is dead, murdered by that Weathervane fella.
That's idiotic.
That's the official version, the only one you should mention in this town. Weathervane is a wanted gnome. Him and the other terrorists have fled into the underground.
You think that Wilbur Weathervane, little Wilbur, is a terrorist?
What's size got to do with it? That damn king of thieves is a terrorist. Him and his rats are the heart of the underground.
Where are they hiding?
I already told you, in the underground. There are hundreds of ways down there. If you're a rat, and Van Buren is having all the rat holes she can find blocked up.
And if one is not a rat?
I only know of one way in, big enough for a grown man. That means it's maybe even big enough for you.
If Alistair is currently indisposed, who's in charge?
Merchant Council leader Van Buren.
Then take me to her.
Ha! Believe me, you don't want to go anywhere near that woman, not to mention her daughter.
This grand entrance to the underground, where exactly is it?
Are you planning to make common cause with the terrorists?
Perhaps I want to arrest them.
Van Buren isn't interested in making arrests. She wants Weathervane and the King of Thieves well and truly out of her way. They both mean trouble, always have done. I've got nothing against your friend, but I'd love to see that little French rat with the Spanish accent put to the sword.
Where's the entrance?
You won't get any information out of me, Elf. Trust me, I'm doing you a favour.
I'm sure I'll find out exactly what I need to know.
You shouldn't be here. You should save your skin and get out of here while you can. You've got to think for two now. Don't forget that.
Bye. Come on, Buttercup. Perhaps we'll find out more elsewhere. What the hell?